I love coffee. Today I'm making Indian style coffee, cold coffee because it's hot outside. And welcome to another episode of AskYudiJ. Let's get started. Okay, so the first question is by Rover Steer. I like the name. Hey, love your videos. Thank you. It's okay. It's nothing related to your content particularly, but tell us the stories behind your tattoos. Interesting question. Nobody has asked me before, so I'm super excited to share my stories actually. So before you actually start judging me, I want to give you context that all the tattoos I've made was when I was below 18 years old. In fact, the first tattoo I made when I was 15 years old. So don't judge me because the way I made tattoos or the tattoos I've made. So the first one is, you can see it very clearly. It says Yudi. That's my name. That's how I go by. My real name is Pritesh, by the way, but I was 15 years old, and at that time, I don't know why and what I was thinking that this might be really cool to make my own name on my arm. So when somebody asked me, "Hey, what's your name?" That's my name. No, I was just obsessed with this name. There's no story for this. Just I was super young and I just wanted to get some tattoo and I got it. I'm gonna make something super new and cool. Just waiting to make sure that my company doesn't have any problem with it. But yeah, trying to make a new one. I will probably make a new one, but it's gonna take some time. The second tattoo I had is this one. So it says, Jesus, I belong to you. I don't know if you can see it, and then there's a cross over there. So basically, I think I was 17 years old or 18 years old when I started becoming super mature and getting into religion and all of that. I started believing in Jesus Christ and I started believing in Christianity a lot. And that's why this reminds me that I belong to Him, and that's my faith. That's what I believe in. So that's that. There's a story behind that. So that's the story. Just that my faith started becoming more and more strong in Jesus. So I thought I'll make this tattoo. There is another one which is right here. It's a barbed wire, basically just barbed wire. There are people who says different things about barbed wire. I really just want to be honest. I don't. There's no story other than that. I just love that it goes all the way around. People say that means that life is never ending and it's a circle and a karma and all of that. I don't think it's that. I think it's just a cool design around my biceps, and that's pretty much it. That's the story behind it. There's no real story in there. So this barbed wire and then this tattoo has no real meaning other than that they are just on my skin. This definitely has a lot of significance in my life, and then there's a tattoo behind me. You can see. I will put a picture so you can see, but that tattoo has a lot of significance in me, in my life, and defines me. So you can see three elements. One is sword, one is trishul, and one is wings. Trishul, for people who don't know, there's a Lord Shiva. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know Lord Shiva. So Trishul is one of his weapon, and I love Lord Shiva and his character and personality. So it resonates a lot with me. So that's why the Trishul comes from. The sword basically is. Let me tell you freedom first. The wings first. The wing defines that I want to fly high and I want to fly, like I want freedom. So when I grew up, I've told this many times before that I'm from lower middle class family, and when you're from lower middle class family, there are a lot of people who just wants to put you down. There are a lot of people who doesn't want you to fly high. They are scared that if you start doing something, then they will not be as valuable as you are. So you will meet such people who want to control you, who doesn't want to let you fly, who doesn't believe in your dream. So I had so many people like that, and I just made that tattoo to remind myself that I'm meant to fly high. I want freedom. I don't want someone to control my life. So that's for that. And then sword represents the warrior spirit in me, the never stopping the fighting back spirit. Basically, I don't want to stop fighting back. When you grow up, you're gonna have a lot of times life is gonna hit you hard, and sometimes you're gonna have a lot of low moments, and if you do, you just have to remember that you're a warrior and you're gonna fight back to those moments, and you will always fight back. As long as you remember this, you're gonna go long ways. And if you give up during that time, it's unfortunate, a lot of people do, but so that's where the sword comes from, that it's a warrior spirit in me, that I'm gonna keep hustling. That's where the hustling word comes from, that keep smiling and keep hustling. So yeah, that's a warrior spirit and a kind of a never fighting back spirit in me. That's the stories behind my tattoo. Comment below, let me know what you think. Moving on to the next question by Amaya. Can I work more than 20 hours a week on OPT in the job of my major for experience if I'm not getting paid for hours over 20? Absolutely, you can do it. There's two things you need to consider. So when the OPT starts, you initially only have 12 months of OPT. That time, a lot of people even do unpaid internship or unpaid job or something just to stop the 90 days of clock. After that, if you want to extend your OPT, there is certain rules that you need to make so much money and you need to work 40 hours. So if you're on that, then no, you have to work 40 hours, or you need to at least make some amount of money. So consider those things. And if it's first 12 months, then yes, you can absolutely work 20 hours as paid and 20 hours unpaid. Yeah, totally. Next question is by Pratik Chaudhary. Hey Yudi, just a doubt. What should we write in an email that we are sending to professor? Is it like a SOP, statement of purpose, or what is the best time to send it? Like after applying to university or before in general? Can you just elaborate or make a detailed video on this topic? So I will make a detailed video on this, and video on India versus US education system also will be coming very soon. So those two videos I definitely want to make. But I want to tell you something. So there is two kind of communication you're going to have with your professor. One is totally related to assignments, homework, projects, and exams and all of that. That's the one form of communication you will have. And then the second will be mainly for your jobs, which is TA jobs, grader jobs, RA jobs, and all of that. Now I do third type of communication, which is building relationship with my professors, mentoring, getting mentorship from my professors. And it's so never, this is just for life in general, not just people who are watching, it's not just related to USA content. It's mainly, don't make transactional relationship with people. What I mean by that is, when transactional relationship is something when you do something for something you expect that person is going to do for me, or you are making a relationship, you're making a friendship because that person is going to help you with something in life. So for example, YouTube, like this channel, this platform, a lot of people reach out to me on Instagram. They don't say hi, hello, nothing. They just directly say, hey, I have this problem, what do I do? Hey, I have this visa question, how do I answer that? They don't even mention what's going on, how they found out, and all of that. So which is fine, which is totally fine, because they just want that information from me, and I give that information. That's no problem. Instagram, if you're not following me, please follow me on Instagram. But my point is, I make long-lasting relationship. So instead, I would build a relationship with me, and because I've made relationship with people who are coming to USC and San Jose State and Sacramento. So I'm going right now. I'm going to Sacramento in 2 days. So I'm gonna meet those people who came to Sacramento State universities, and we're gonna be friends. And that relationship is gonna have so much more value than just a transactional relationship. So when you talk to your professor, don't just have that intent that you want job from them. Make a professor relationship with that in a way that he's gonna help you for life. He's gonna mentor you for life. Like even my wife Caitlin has a professor. He always is willing to help her with any questions he has. My professor Todd Gibson, I don't know if you're watching this, but Todd, like I would tell him like I'm making a comedy video with him. So he's like, yes, he wants me to be successful in YouTube, and he's like, yeah, I will speak Hindi for you in comedy video. So that kind of relationship you want to make with people in United States or in general in life. So I will actually answer your question about writing email, and in that video I'll show you how I talk to professor and how I got my grader research position. So I'll actually screenshot my email, so I'll show you what to do. Wait for that one. Next question is by Sonvid Ganbavle. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correct. Are the subjects difficult as compared to India for MS in computer science or MIS? Yes, subjects are difficult compared to India. India's education system is full on theory based. There's no hands on. Unless you are like full on coding experienced person, then it won't be difficult for you. The education system itself, the exams and the assignments, they are not like difficult, but we are not well trained in India to kind of understand the hands-on and practical. So that way it is difficult. I hope I answered. So it is difficult. I hope I made it very clear. Next question is by Dhruv Sachdev. What should be the requirement to get maximum scholarship for masters in US? I didn't had very nice score in my 12th, so will it matter a lot? So Dhruv, if you're applying for bachelor's, then yes, it probably will matter. But if you're applying for, oh, I see, master's. Yeah, so for master's, your 12th score will not matter. Make sure you score really well in your bachelor's. If you get good GPA, for example, if you get above 75% distinction above, that'll be nice. And then score 320 plus or 330 plus in GRE. The key is to applying the colleges which are not high ranked. So when you have such a good profile and you apply to low rank colleges, you get full scholarship. So that's my technique and recipe of getting full scholarship. But a lot of people just focus on ranking and they want to get to nice colleges, which is fine. So it's possible to get maximum, and 12th will not matter. Next question is by Sheshu Verma. I have experience of 2 years as a Salesforce developer. I want to do masters in business analytics. So will my experience matter in any way? So if so, can you please say how it is helpful? Great question. I'm making a video. I actually have shot a video with a Salesforce developer who now is moving into business analytics, like tech management role. So totally possible. So I think your role is totally valuable, but your experience for Salesforce developer is going to be limited in companies who use Salesforce as a tool. There are a lot of companies, consulting firms, which kind of have the clients totally on Salesforce tools, Salesforce solution. So you as a business analyst, what you will do is you will analyze the system and you kind of give them the solution on how to build a system. You're not going to do the work. You're just going to tell them, hey, I think this is a better solution to build in Salesforce instead of you, because that's where your Salesforce knowledge will come in play. So yes, absolutely, it is worth it. Go for it. I think that's it for this video. I hope you liked this video, and if you did like the video, please like it. Helps me, it motivates me to keep doing this more and more. Also share and subscribe if you haven't already. That will mean a lot to me. Make sure to send your questions for hashtag AskYudiJ. Comment below, use hashtag AskYudiJ and your questions. It can be on any topic. I'll see you in the next one, which is tomorrow, Sunday morning. For me, morning, your evening. Until tomorrow, keep smiling and keep hustling.